Barbie dreams of being a professional ballet dancer one day, but she's heard that it's very, very hard to get into a big ballet company. Sometimes she wonders if she really can be a ballerina. Let's join Barbie as she realises she knows exactly what she needs to do to achieve her dreams. But when Barbie actually gets to meet a professional ballet dancer, she ends up having a day that she'll never forget. But for good reasons or bad? Let's find out now in this extended version of the Barbie book. You can be a ballerina. Plus, never before seen footage of Barbie's day.
It was super early in the morning when Barbie arrived at dance studio. Barbie loved to dance. She'd learned a few different styles over the years, but ballet was her favourite. "Oh, I just love how doing ballet makes me feel," she would often say. She didn't always get the steps right, but that's why she goes to dance studio, to learn and to practice. Climbing the steps with her bag on her shoulder, she heard her friend Tressa. "Hi, Barbie. Ready to dance today?" "You bet I am," smiled Barbie. The two girls loved ballet so much that they wanted to join a professional ballet company one day. After a quick change of clothes, Barbie and Tressa joined the other girls, warming up for class. They stretched their muscles so they wouldn't get hurt when dancing. "Okay, class, let's begin." Everyone followed Miss Rita's instructions and copied her moves into the different ballet positions. "Heels down and bend your knees," called Miss Rita as the dancers moved into pliés. "Excellent. Now let's dance with music." Miss Rita turned on some music and everyone moved gracefully across the floor. Barbie was always trying to get better, and she knew she could if she practiced enough times. Today, Barbie practiced a type of leap called a grand jeté. Keep your back straight and your shoulders down. "Excellent, girls. Move with the music," she reminded them. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. She counted in time with the music. Next, it's time to practice pirouettes. They'd been working on this difficult turn for quite a while now. It was Tressa's turn. She performed her best pirouette so far. It was so graceful. "Barbie, you're next." Barbie tried to focus, but she was worried about her pirouette. She knew she hadn't had enough practice yet. She lifted her leg and got into the position to turn, but just then she lost concentration and nearly fell flat on her face. Luckily, Miss Rita was a kind teacher and full of wisdom. Don't forget to practice spotting. Spotting is when dancers focus their eyes on a spot on the wall and quickly twist their heads to follow the spot. "Yes, I will, thank you." She knew spotting was important for keeping her balance and not getting dizzy. During the next week, the two friends practiced and practiced and practiced their pirouettes. Sometimes Tressa fell too. It took a lot of concentration to complete this move. But the girls kept practicing as they know that's how anybody gets better at something. At the studio next week, when the girls performed the move again, their pirouettes had improved a lot. And both girls moved so gracefully. Miss Rita noticed, and she was so proud of them. "Good work today, girls. Barbie, can I see you in my office after class?" "Of course," she said. Barbie and Tressa followed Miss Rita down the hall after class. After sitting down at her desk, Miss Rita said, "I've noticed that you both have been working very hard, especially on your pirouettes." The girls smiled proudly. It felt nice when their hard work was noticed. "I'm going to visit my colleagues at the City Ballet Company tomorrow. Would you girls like to join me?" "We would love to go," Tressa gasped. "Wow, thank you so much," beamed Barbie. The girls travelled to the city the next morning with Miss Rita, and they went into a very large building. It had a main performance area as well as many practice rooms and lots of lockers. Miss Rita introduced them to a ballerina called Linda. "I hear you two want to dance professionally one day," Linda said with a smile. Both girls nodded excitedly. Mm-hmm. "If you follow me, you can see what a dancer's life is really like." Let's start by meeting some other dancers. This is Carly and this is Mike. They're two of our best dancers. "It's nice to meet you both," Carly said. "Will you be dancing with us during our practice today?" "We hope so," Barbie replied. but we want to be sure that we don't get in the way." "You'll be fine," Linda assured her. "We have lots of exercises in our morning practice, and there's room for both of you." After a quick change into their practice leotards and dance shoes, Barbie and Tressa followed Linda into the morning dance class. Class hadn't started yet, but everyone was already warming up. "Even professional ballerinas practice a lot," Linda explained. "Do you have a teacher?" Barbie asked. "Of course we have a teacher," Linda laughed. "We always need our teachers. Miss Isabel will be here soon. Let's go and meet a few more people before class starts." When Miss Isabel arrived, the first thing she did was to help the dancers with their stretches. "We do stretching at the start of our class too," said Tressa. "And circle away," called Miss Isabel, as dancers moved through their routine. Today, Miss Isabel wanted to focus their practice on arm positions. Demi-plie. The dancers moved their arms up and down. The dancers bent their knees while keeping their heels on the ground. Barbie was so nervous watching these dancers. "They're all so good," she thought to herself. But she kept trying her best. When Miss Isabel asked everyone to practice a different leap, Barbie remembered what she had learned in her own class, and she performed a beautiful grand jeté in front of everyone. After lunch, Barbie and Tressa got to watch a rehearsal. There was a big performance later that evening. Linda was the lead dancer, along with Mike. With wide eyes, Barbie and Tressa admired them both as they practiced. "They're so graceful," Tressa whispered to Barbie. "And strong," Barbie whispered back. During a break, Barbie noticed that Linda and Mike looked worried, and they were looking around the room. Linda told Barbie and Tressa that 2 background dancers had fallen ill and couldn't perform in the show that night. Linda asked them if they would like to be in the performance. Barbie and Tressa were surprised, but they quickly agreed to try. "But we don't know the steps," worried Barbie. "Don't worry, we'll all help you learn the steps." Mike joined them, and they began to practice together for the show. Backstage, the costume designer helped Barbie and Tressa with their beautiful costumes. Looking at herself in the mirror gave Barbie a rush of butterflies. A voice snapped Barbie out of her daydream. "Time for makeup! Come on over to the mirrors!" Everyone was dressed and ready, and lined up to go on stage. The stage manager pointed for everyone to take their places. Barbie and Tressa stood at the back of the stage and looked around at all the professional dancers around them, and the huge, thick curtain blocking the audience's view of the dancers. They could hear the audience members talking, but when the lights went down, everyone got very, very quiet. The curtains opened and the lights went up and the music started. Barbie and Tressa's nerves disappeared as they began to dance. They remembered all their steps and they never fell once. It was a wonderful feeling to be on stage doing the dance that she loved most in the whole world. Ballet. "Oh, I love dancing," Tressa said to Barbie after the show. "I can't believe we just did that," Barbie exclaimed. "And it's all thanks to our friends and our practice." Barbie never forgot that day, and when she got home, she wrote a letter to Linda. "Dear Linda, thank you for showing us about your life as a ballet dancer. I learned more than I could ever have imagined. I can't wait to return to the ballet company and see you in many more performances. Your friend, Barbie."
Well, Reading Rockstar, did you enjoy that story? I hope you did. Are you in the mood for another one? Try this story over here. I think you'll really like it.